Good evening, race fans. Welcome into race number 2, the Affinity Racing Series, here tonight for 125 laps at the Phoenix Raceway. Just right off the bat, no race information available on the screen because the software that we use, SDK, is currently down globally. And so we're just going to be flying blind. We're just going to try and keep the UI out of the shot as much as possible. Art will be doing his best to relay me information. And we're just going to go from there, though. But off the top of my head, 125 laps here tonight at Phoenix. 3 tire sets in the pits, 1 on the car to start, so 4 total. 0 fast repairs, 3 green-white checkers if needed. And everybody will roughly be around 50 laps on the fuel run here this evening. But big shout-out to Brandon French for sponsoring the naming rights for this race, the Innocent Lies Foundation 125. And the season-long sponsor has the naming rights for tonight. So glad to see that we are continuing our push week in and week out for a great charity and a great cause. I think Michael McElroy has a link. Yeah, ATVO would be a no-go for tonight, but they're finding a good way to push us towards it though, in SDK. So we'll just play it by ear tonight. And hopefully it comes up. So there's a cool little article about us partnering with them.
Oh, did they actually get on the website? That is actually awesome.
We raised over $1,300 season 1, already at $140 raised for the Innocent Lies Foundation in 1 week. Big shout out to Chris Pinder and Pinder Construction. They came on board for some naming rights. So you'll see their logos once we have our overlays working again. Hopefully they get it back up at some point tonight, but just really no information other than it's down. I know a bunch of people are having the same issue trying to broadcast. We're just going to do our very best. Art, who do we have on pole here
We've got Jarrett Talmadge on pole. Nick Miller, P2 on his outside, followed by Thomas Green, Joshua McQuiggan, wow, and Zach Ahman running in.
I'll go ahead and do this real quick. That's our qualifying results. 32, it looks like, here tonight. Top 22 elected to qualify. We'll go ahead and show that just for information purposes. But Jarrett Talmadge on pole. In the 91 machine, Nick Miller, a couple hundredths behind. Looking forward to a great race here tonight, overlays or not. Do not want the overlays in the way, but we know who these guys are. We have the roster pulled up. Everyone should be mostly the same number, though, so no issues there.
If not, they will be getting bullied.
Jacob Blakely in the 36, Kyle Ritchie 76, Sartaj Mann 27 now. That's really only a couple of the new ones. Joshua Parent making a debut this evening. He was top 5 in the next up race last Wednesday. He won it. I believe Eric Shields also top 5 getting to make a debut. And there's one other, and I believe it was, a quick look here, who advanced last week's next up race. It was Mitchell Bagley and Michael Gold, I believe. Yeah, so actually 4. So 4 of the top 5 able to make it here tonight. Benjamin Leggett not. So top 5 from the next up races able to make it through. I'm kind of debating whether or not to leave the UI up, honestly, but we'll just have the lap count. We might as well do it. It's the iRacing UI can't be that bad. Well, we got chat. I don't know.
This man really about to
risk it all. No UI. But anyways, we are Green, Jarrett Talmadge, and Nick Miller side by side. The 19 and the 91 numbers inverse. Look at that. The 54 getting a great run, almost 3 wide into what will be turns 1 and 2 on the reconfiguration. That still catches me out. Nick Miller looking to lead lap 1 and pick up. He left off from just a week ago, winning in a thriller.
Zach Amon, major moves, up from 5th, now to 3rd. Looks like it's really tight. He's into the outside wall.
Thomas Green way down legal here at Phoenix. We got cars spun out way in the back. Zach Amon riding the wall. A lot of action here in the opening couple of laps. We stay green for the time being. Bill powers by. Here's Quiggin battling away with the 54 machine. Not gonna take the spot away. So early aggressive moves from that 54, but then falling back a couple of spots anyways. Further back through the field, it looks like Ryan Tiller in the 36.
Ooh, the 54 is around.
Can he keep it straight? Looks like he'll be able to do so.
Yeah, aggressive goes around.
We heard all week from drivers in practice that this setup was just not kind. Bar track temperature combinations make for a difficult one. Getting here for the 54, he started well, and then almost immediately started falling back. Side by side just ahead of this. In the 5, it's Casey Brown.
The 43, Mitchell Bagley is slow on the track. There's a lot of damage on the front of that 43, and the 2 machine is slow.
Getting back through the field, 00 machine.
Oh, there was a... Okay, there needs to be a caution. Someone is not... We're not doing iRacing cautions. McElroy's not here.
So we're going to have to do the UI to follow along, unfortunately. There's just so much going on. There's Mitchell Bagley already on pit road. Heavy damage. Let's take a look at what happened to the 43 in his next-gen debut. Oh, and that's Brandon French. Oh, and Eric Shields. That was all started by the 74, Jonathan Dolly. And that should have been a caution. iRacing controlled.
I don't believe it's iRacing controlled. It's... The admins aren't here. Well, I mean, there are admins here.
French locks it up, and that's a right front toe link for Bagley done. Right off the rip, we are trying our very best with the overlays, but it is incredibly complicated. Eric Shields, he's able to get back going though, but heavy damage to the front of that 69 machine.
I have been told their drivers angry in chat did not call out a caution, but are met that the caution did not come out.
Absolutely. The front of the field, we're just going to have to leave this up because I can't call a race otherwise. I really can't. It's just going to be what it is tonight. SDK moment, ladies and gentlemen. They apologize for the inconvenience, but it's been like that for a few months. So either their updates get better, the reliability gets better, or we'll go to ATVO. That's simple. Doesn't crash 2 minutes before race time, though. Look at that, though. It's James Jimmy Fillers and Jarrett Talmadge. And side by side here in turn number 1. Turn number 3, I will never get it right. Fillers way down to the inside. I have a car link advantage into turn number 1. I got that right. He's looking to clear here. Get up into that 3rd position. Nick Miller comfortable out in front.
I think my favorite part is the fact that the Trinity PC logo is there, though.
Yeah.
Still got that right.
Yeah, that was an image. That wasn't even the overlay. That was a hard image. That was not with the overlays. We're trying to take a look at these intervals. We have no idea. Mitchell Bagley is out of the race. Steven Valdala, Michael Gold, and Travis Leon not able to take the green flag here tonight, so hard luck for them. Two of them making their practice time. Rough going for 2 of the 4 next up drivers. One only turned, I believe it was a handful of laps and gets the last place finish. The other not even able to start. Or make a pin channel note or something like you did that one time. SDK overlays are down, so we are bootlegging it.
He's talking about he needs to volunteer. Well, either volunteer or get paid and come do race chat or race control. They need an out-of-car race control right now. Wait, Travis DeLeon's in voice. Why is he not racing?
Look at the gap. Nick Miller has already opened up 1.2 seconds. Close battle here. Brewing. A lot of single file. A little bit further back, Alex Shira and Zach Amon. Extended in turn number 3 by the 54. Myra going to try and fight back on the outside. We'll get you an onboard shot here with 2 of our in-car driver cameras tonight. We'll try and keep it as absolutely professional as we can. Andrew Tenold always providing his cams. So we'll pay him with some airtime. He's running in the 21st position. Picture-in-picture here for Andrew Tenold, and it's just absolute production masterclass tonight. Into turn number 1, and pretty steady on the wheel. Look, he's just trying to save his tires for the long run. Try and stay out of trouble.
I love the big drift style handbrake.
But this is the first big test for these drivers. Daytona kind of the wild card, obviously the season opener.
We got a driver update redemption for Jacob Blakely running P10 right now, fighting off Brandon Bowers.
Hey, Jacob Blakely, go to him right now, running in the 10th place. On board with him here. Bowers able to get around him. He's under pressure from Kyle Ritchie, but 36 kind of underrated first season. Kind of just kept his nose clean and out of trouble. That's what he's doing right now. Right where he started, not trying to tear his machines up and bring home some consistent results. At the front, though. Jonathan Dolly has now gone a lap down. Up to 25th position has been lapped. Hunter Rupp kind of doing his own thing in the double zeros. And next up in danger of getting lapped. Only a handful of seconds away.
I gotta say, that driver update, kind of spotlighted a hard-charging Brandon Bowers up 13 positions.
22 qualifying, he would be the first of those that didn't. He was able to avoid some of that opening lap chaos. He's already inside the top 10. He'll be one to watch later on if he can get a caution and get bunched back up.
Something we didn't do because of technical issues was pick a race winner. Would you like to do so? Even though we're 20 laps in, apparently.
Easy to go with the guy out front, but give me Bowers. If he gets punched up there, he's got the speed to take this thing.
I thought you were going to take Miller. Like you said it, easy to pick the guy out front. I wanted Bowers. I'm taking Joshua McQuiggan. You took him, Saturday. He doing well for a while. Wasn't able to close, but I think he's got it in him.
These are some beautiful looking paint schemes under the light, though. These guys, these teams, do a very nice job bringing some great-looking race cars. Easily identifiable, but the overlay needs to be up regardless, so I know what spot they're running in. Hard to do without. So. Zach Allman started 5th, back to 15th, but it looks like he's settled in now. So Sartaj, man, he's up 7 spots. Randy Arms is up 4. They're doing a nice job. Single file running, though. I know we had that earlier collision with what ended up being a 3-car caution. Should have been, but it wasn't. Eric Shields, Bagley, but it has settled out since then. A lot of single file running. Got some side-by-side still going. Pinder and Amon.
I was looking at teammates going at it. Devin Galvin, Andrew Tenold.
This is cracked the top 20 for Tenold. Tell you what, the one easy thing to do, the thing for brownie points, let's crank it up here this evening, and we can minimize the UI for at least a couple seconds, and we'll let the sound of the cars cover up the lack of overlays. Boy. With that, though, I mean, a lot of single file, but even further back, though, they are a lot of cars. It's closely spaced together there. You see on the absolute just scenes of an overlay, which is now, they've updated it. It's going to be down for the next 8 to 12 hours.
Oh,
so absolutely no overlays tonight. SDK moment in its finest. Zach Allman was able to kind of make a charge there. We saw some through wide for a bit. If you're just tuning in, overlay software is absolutely taking the night off. We're doing the best with what we have. Nick Miller has led since the drop of the green flag. Early incident involving Mitchell Bagley. Also takes out Brandon French and Eric Shields. You know, Pendergrass also on pit road. Also, if you're just tuning in, a fantastic article on our Season 2 partnership with the Innocent Lives Foundation. This race is the Innocent Lives Foundation 125. You know that if the overlays are working, but we'll be complaining about that all night long, unfortunately, because that is our lifeline for this.
Oh, you are quiet.
That's nice. So we've already raised up over $100 towards the $1,000 goal. Yeah,
I mean, I also don't like Phoenix.
That should fix it. We are doing our very best. It's going to be the worst it's ever been. This is probably the worst, even better, or even worse than our very first one, but much better.
I mean, I'm pretty sure even for our first stream, we had the overlay.
Yeah. Yeah, so turning up the volume from 83 to 86 on the microphone did all the better, but glad to hear that it worked. Also leaning in, but looks like we had a statistical tie between Zach Almond and Jacob Blakely that last lap. And Almond was able to come out ahead on this lap. We can't, let's take a look at how he did. Let's get, this is how we're doing our replays tonight. We are just gonna roll with it. This was the statistical tie. He's got the preferred line way down, almost loses it on the transition. And he'll sail it off into turn number 1. But we can shill like we normally shill. That hasn't changed. Here is the link. If you're interested in donating to the Innocent Lies Foundation, they do some great work. Much needed work. And we are happy to partner with them here.
We've also lost Hunter Rupp.
Yeah, we can pin that message. There we go. We'll pin that one. It's pretty obvious that the overlays are down. Don't need to keep harping on it. But that's, we'll pin the donation link for the Innocent Lies Foundation. Much better use of that feature. But Nick Miller has been putting on a clinic since the drop of the green flag. Soared around the outside, got through the gears better on the initial restart of the race, got around your pole sitter Jarrett Talmadge, and it has been smooth sailing at about a second to a second and a half ever since. Zach Almond made a 3-wide move up into second, then fell down to 15th. He's trying to recover. Looks like Devin Galvin is keeping his teammate in check, Andrew Tenold.
I'm really kind of curious if we get a caution, how Thomas Green will be able to stack up.
He hasn't been losing a whole lot of time. It's kind of give and take back and forth. He'll get down to about a second, then goes up to a second and a half, and it's kind of averaging out right now at 1.3 seconds. We know he's gotten good long run speed. These were the 2 championship favorites last season, entering what turned out to be a crazy Las Vegas race. Let's see on this lap. It was 1.31, now it's 1.35, so 0.04 of a second quicker. That lap for Nick Miller, your Season 1 ARS champion. Already lapped up to the 23rd position in William Bowman.
I think the fastest lap that time around was actually Joshua McQuiggan.
He's sitting 3.5 seconds off the race lead. It's got James Jimmy Fillers and him and right ahead of him in an updated paint scheme. How did you get so many laps just by watching the stream and clicking a bonus every so often? No cautions so far tonight, Drew. Could have been one early on in the first 5 or 6 laps, but that did not happen. Look at this. McQuiggan gaining a lot on this lap. Let's close the gap down to basically nothing. I have no idea. Looks like Jonathan Dawley and Hunter Rupp have also disconnected from this race. Sure enough, you click on Jonathan Dawley. There he goes. Hunter Rupp also gone. So Eric Shields, sitting in the 24th position, is the lucky dog candidate. How are the TTSL cars doing? That's a fantastic question. We're going to go ahead and find out here for you. The TTSL Motorsports gang being consisted of Dylan Felvich, Kyle Ritchie, and Alex Chira. Alex Chira currently sits in the 16th position. He's up 5 spots, though, so he's slowly working his way through this field. Felvich having a strong night, just outside of the top 10. Oh, but Randy Arms, what happened to him? He's on pit road. So I don't know if this was a planned stop or if he just... So yeah, Dylan Felvich up into 10th. We'll take a look at what happened to the 8 machine here. It looks like this was a planned stop from the 8 machine. Going to stop a little earlier than everybody else, and he'll give up track position.
I wonder if our estimation on fuel might have been a little low.
Little aggressive, yeah. Not 50 or so laps, but we'll see. Yeah, so Dylan Felovich with that is promoted into 8th. And yeah, everyone's coming in. There's Kyle Ritchie just ahead of him. So the TTSL guys, they're all moving forward through the field. 125 laps here at Phoenix. We are in on lap 42 for green flag pit stops. And it looks like everyone's estimation was a little off. We heard some guys saying it was right about 45. We had some guys say they could go a little bit after 50. And that is not the case. Got guys coming in just at the lap 40 mark. Sartaj Mann, Brandon Bowers. Like they've come in for a pit stop. Joshua Parent in his next-gen debut. He's currently all the way up to 7th. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for tuning in, and we're proud of our partnership here in Season 2 of the Affinity Racing Series with the Innocent Lives Foundation. Yeah, we've heard for some drivers, Ryan Tiller specifically, that guys that elect to downshift and run that 4th gear would be burning more fuel. And you can see here, shifting into 4th. But a guy like Nick Miller, they're able to go to about that 46 to 50 mark. We'll see how much longer they continue to stay out on the racetrack. If they could somehow stretch it, they could make this potentially a one-stop. But I do not see that happening, especially with fall off in the tires, as squirmy as this setup has been. And here comes Nick Miller right on 46.
I was going to say, the first estimate I was given was about 60 laps, so if they were able to stretch it out, but obviously not.
I feel bad. We're boosting the signal, and we ain't got no overlays, so this is not normally what the stream looks like. If you want a good example, we have some VOD saved on Twitch and the YouTube at YJ Media. Shows you what everyone else is missing out on tonight. But yeah, Thomas Green stayed on the racetrack. He's going to go one lap further. He's got to get around Joshua Parent. He'll do so. McQuiggan also coming in, trying to make up a lot of time. And he's going to be able to do so. Great entrance for McQuiggan. Yeah, tires are a little bit more important than fuel here. With as much as everyone was complaining during the week of practice. Brandon French has manually disconnected. So a lot of guys struggling. Looks like Brandon Bowers somehow is 3 laps down. So it looks like he had to come back in. And maybe had served a penalty. But he was quick in that first stint. Nick Miller coming around. Thomas Green. Right side's going on. So easily back into the lead for Nick Miller. Once he comes around the corner. And there he goes. That's going to be a huge advantage for him. And there he goes. So the one lap before has gained him probably about 4 or 5 seconds. Driver update for Ryan Tiller. He came in just a couple of laps ago trying to sort himself back up on green flag pit stops. He currently runs 13th and is trying to chase after Zach Amon, that 54 black car, just ahead of him.
Andrew Tindall going really long here.
He is the leader of the race. If he gets a caution somehow, this would play perfectly into his hands. But Randy Arms, the benefit of that short pit stop, has put him into what would be net P2. And he was the first one to pull the trigger right at lap 40. So he's got a couple lap older tires. And he could be under some pressure as the second run of this race continues. But we'll see if he's able to hang on. He's got track position now, though. And we're again, if we're just tuning in, just casual reminders, not complaining about it anymore, but overlays are down, so we're doing our best to capture the on-track action. There's Chris Pinder chasing after Alex Chira in the 9 machine. Let's go on board here with Justin Johnson, who was also kind enough to provide his in-car camera this evening. He looks pretty relaxed, just like he was last week, so he's pretty consistent. Currently 2 spots ahead of where he started in the 8th position. And very controlled on the wheel there.
Is that an Arsenal kit in the background? Do I have a new favorite driver?
That's an Atlanta United
No, the one
kit.
behind him.
Oh, the one behind that. Ooh.
I think that is an Arsenal kit. We'll have to get confirmation.
We'll see, though. But 52 laps green so far. Only one major incident to report on. And that was right at the beginning. It took out Mitchell Bagley, Brandon French. Eric Shields also involved. Eric Shields able to continue on, though, and pick up a couple of spots. Kevin Boley started 29th. He's up to 21st, so he's on the move. And that is not Justin Johnson anymore. But we've lapped all the way up to now what will be 19th position. Nick Miller, he has doubled his advantage, 1.3, 1.4 at the pit stops, 2.8 over Randy Arms. And his early pit stop is currently paying dividends right now because he still is maintaining that second position. Second at the time of pit stops was, I believe,
it was Thomas Green.
Thomas Green. Now he's down to 5th. One lap fresher tires. It'll be interesting to watch Andrew Tenold's progress because he's got much fresher tires than the rest of his field. And it's already gained him a position. He was sitting in 21st before pit stops, but he's got to work through some of the leaders here and trying to navigate that while being respectful. Yeah, absolutely, Logan. Thank you for coming in. And apologies that we don't have our normal professional overlays for everybody. We've got some new faces to the stream, and glad to see everybody in here. And yeah, love the pink car. Thomas Green. Very proud of this paint scheme, as he should be. The filter time 13 Chevrolet Camaro. Oh, Tenold has a bobble right in front of this battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And that could have been a little ugly. But he'll yield position one way or another. And we'll just get rid of this. This is the battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. We'll go back to how it normally looks. The 10, 27, and the 13. 13 looking inside. There's the timing tower getting in the way of the shot. No worries there.
And the 13 definitely going to want to try and get back, around these cars. He's got the fresher tires. He's got to get, within striking distance of Nick Miller. And I don't think that's going to happen with this much traffic in front of him.
Yeah, at least get back into what you were before pit stops in P2. And he's got a lap fresher tires than Nick Miller, a couple laps fresher tires than these guys. So he's going to want to take advantage of that. But right now, we know Phoenix hard to pass at. And that's what it's looking like right now. But going down to the inside, taking a little bit of a shortcut. Legal here at Phoenix. And he'll take that 4th spot away. Now sitting up after Jimmy Fillers in the 10 machine. And he's rocking an updated scheme this week. The Napa Auto Parts Ford Mustang. But you see there, he's not able to wrap the bottom as well as that 13 was. Oh, and 13 loses a little bit on the transition, so he'll lose 4th again. And he'll fall back. He got very loose on the transition there. And he'll have to repass Sartaj Man. But it's been all Nick Miller out front. And Randy Arms has got to be laughing all the way to the bank. He's holding on to that second position despite those older tires. Fillers is now starting to close in. But it's not at the rate that we would have expected. Some teammates going at it right here. In the 88 chasing after the 76 while also under pressure from the 54 of Zach Ahmed. Almost contact there. 88 of Failvich in a Rocket League scheme. Oh, and he's going to get turned on the backstretch by Zach Ahmed. Caution is out for the first time this evening, so that changes everything. Ahmed getting into the left rear there on corner exit. Let's take a look. We saw that in real time. This was the battle for what would have been 9th. And both cars squirming around for grip, and Amon's just going to come up and get him. Heavy damage for that 88 machine. Looks like he was able to get going, though. He'll stay on the lead lap. Don't know how much damage he has. And that is significant. Front end damage, right front heavily caved in. So that performance of this Toyota Camry will be definitely affected moving forward as we are approaching the halfway mark and everyone's coming in. William Bowman going to be your lucky dog for our first caution of the night, the 53. Be able to get back on the lead lap to give us 18 cars.
Kind of surprised that the Rocket League car doesn't have quick chance for stuff like this. Hitting him with a wow 3 times in a row.
Had he not gone around, you could give him the what a save, the what a save, the what a save. But unfortunately, no saving that, and he is into the inside wall. There's 53 getting his lap back.
James Filler's staying out, along with Thomas Green.
Now that is certainly a decision. Nick Miller going to have to fight through traffic for the first time. And we will have our first restart of the race.
You know, I think iRacing would love the comment in chat saying, it looks like it's watching a real race.
Yeah.
The graphics are great. Imagine if we had our overlays and it looked like an actual broadcast.
Yeah, if we could give the full NBC Sports, Fox Sports level of attention that it deserves. But, yeah, we're just 10 minutes before we went live, the overlay software crashed, but what you gonna do?
Complain about it.
Rely on technology, you know. It looks like we already have another $20 raised for the IFL. We had someone donate during this very race, so the $20 raised for a great cause. Love to see it. And we are chugging towards that goal. So happy to hear. It looks like Nick Miller will come out P5 in all of this. So stayed out under this most recent caution, James Jimmy Fillers, Thomas Green, Jarrett Talmadge, and Chris Pinder. Dylan Failvich coming in to serve for his mandatory repairs. And he'll try and stay on the lead lap because you never know what's going to happen here on these restarts. Going to get 4 and 5 wide, especially with the front 4 being on older tires, about 20 laps. So they're going to be at a definite disadvantage.
Yeah, I think they're playing the, want to make one more stop from here on out.
Which they should be able to do so. If they can stretch it.
Because, even the guys who pitted this time by, they're going to have to pit again.
Yeah, so what they're hoping for is another caution here in about 20 laps to kind of reset everything and see if they can hold on to some track position, especially for Pinder. He's going to take a big gamble here. Was running just inside the top 15, but now he's running inside the top 5. But look for this front 4, though. This could be an issue. Yeah,
Nick Miller. He's going to send it.
Yeah, you can see him. He's warming up those tires, trying to get heat into them. Where does Sartaj Man go as well? So these front 4 could very easily spin the tires on these 20 laps. They got to be careful here to not get run over by the entire field.
Ooh, Chusnell Johnson with a shot to Sartaj Man. Christopher Pinder not going.
Jarrett Talmadge
3 wide already.
And here comes Nick Miller. He's looking to go 5th to 2nd. And he's going to be able to do just that. No contest. Looking to go 5th to 1st in 1 lap. He should be able to do so with the grip. But Filler's fighting back hard on that outside. This will be the first lap under green that Nick Miller has not led. But now he's settled into that 2nd position, and he should be all over the back of James Jimmy Fillers here. Talmadge and Green able to hang on, but Pinder did not get a great start, but he did keep it under control, didn't get run over.
Ooh, there's contact there between Fillers and Miller. I don't like that combination, trying to say that back to back.
And he has the preferred line. Gonna run him up the hill and just barely clear him. That was a little bit risky But here's Jarrett Talmadge now getting in the mix. The 10 will hold position, though. Everyone else doing a nice job. Sartaj, man, not able to make the progress like Nick Miller did. And Thomas Green trying to take a peek, so two different strategies for a couple of guys. Failvich is able to stay on the lead lap, though. Heavily damaged, but he's on the lead lap for now. And we're just all kind of in the thick of it. A lot of side-by-side battles going on here. Joshua McQuiggan and Zach Amman leaning on each other through 1 and 2. 54 looks to have the run. We have not played the commercials. That hasn't even occurred to us. I think about 4 or 5 cars just hit the turn for a wall there, and it is getting a little bit hectic at the front. Randy Arms is actually one of the first ones through on new tires, other than Nick Miller. And he's trying to challenge Sartaj Mayan. You know, we do have a new, not new, but just updated sponsor package. They bought some broadcasting airtime and so, ooh, loose there for Arms. And we'll be sure to play it. But not in the middle of all this action. Nick Miller is scooting away.
He's got cars with old tires blocking for him. Cars with new tires trying to fight around each other.
Yeah, Sartaj Man finally able to get around Talmadge.
Ooh, in the wall.
Contact! And these guys are definitely going for it. Sartaj Man trying to get clear and chase after your race leader. He's going to be able to do so. And look at this hornet's nest. Got 3 cars there, the 10, 91, and the 13, all on old tires. Everyone behind them.
Ooh, Talmadge sent Fillers. Fillers able to save it there. We're 3 wide behind him, though.
Randy trying to capitalize. Almost 3 wide on corner exit. Don't see that a whole lot. Justin Johnson in the mix. Bump drafting down the back straightaway. And that is about 7 cars. We're going to be 3 wide on the exit. Talmadge in trouble. Now 4, maybe even 5 wide as they fan out down the dogleg. Still 3 wide. Amman trying to make it 4. And let's just back this up just a little bit. Joshua McQuiggan goes through. The 91 now starting to hurt on tires, as is the 10. 3 wide into turn number 3. Amman with an aggressive move to the inside. And he's going to pick up 2 spots in 1 corner.
I don't know how he made that stake.
That was great driving from all of these guys. Oh, Talmadge up into Fillers. Here comes Kyle Ritchie. Back to 3 wide. On the exit of turn number 2, Fillers has the momentum on the high side. And these guys are fighting to stay in the top 10. That strategy of staying out on older tires was a short-term gain, long-term loss. To quote one of America's greatest movies, Cars.
I mean, you say that. Thomas Green, he's still running 3rd right now.
Yes, Thomas Green is the only one able to make it work, but he's got Randy Arms all over his back bumper. Oh, look at the dive bomb there from Randy Arms. He says, I got to make moves now on the fresh tires and try and chase after your top 2. Looks like
did we miss something?
Yeah, Andrew Tenold is back on pit road. I do not know what happened. But just a lot going on tonight. We don't have the ability to track it like normal without the overlays and without our live timing and scoring monitoring system. Look at the Talmadge getting really aggressive there. To the 76 of Kyle Ritchie. We've lapped up to 18th, so still 18 cars on the lead lap. Failvich with heavy damage. Pinder.
It looks like he stopped on track coming to green. I think they were trying to let cars by. And Failvich just drives through them trying to catch up.
Oh, man. Look at this, though. Even further back. A lot of guys single file, but within striking distance. But nothing as chaotic as what we saw in the top 5. Kyle Ritchie's starting to make a lot of progress in that 76 now. Thomas Green now starting to fall back. They're hoping for another caution, though, late, because they have an extra set of tires. The 13 does. as does the 10 and the 91 and the 17. They all have an extra set of tires should they get a late caution because they elected to stay out on our first caution of the night. No, because everyone else came down for tires. Like Nick Miller and all them pitted.
Tires. One on the green flag pit stops, and then that stop there. Everyone should still have a set of tires.
Right, I'm saying if the race plays out the way that they're hoping it does, they would have an extra one. Those four guys.
Lap 10 to go caution.
I'm talking like long term. If it plays out exactly how they wanted it to, they can bolt on some Goodyear tires. But
some stickers.
But look at this though. If we go back to last week's race, Nick Miller stole it by 4/1000ths of a second over Sartaj, man, who I thought was going to get the win late. Did not pan out that way, but now they're running 1-2 again. And now we've kind of mellowed out into single file. Everyone's trying to get to the next pit stop. And they're trying to save on to whatever tires they have left. Got some side-by-side a little bit further back. Ryan Tiller and Tony Scarbo. Teammates on Tuesday nights. Updated paint scheme for the 59. This will update. He goes from 15th to 14th on that lap. Tiller goes down a couple of positions. Updated paint scheme this week for the 23 as well. But it all looks good under the lights anyways. This is probably the closest battle we have on track, though. Right around here, though. Zach Ahman, Kyle Ritchie, Justin Johnson. We are flying through this race with only one caution. Should have been two, even though, you know, that lap 6 incident probably should have been a caution. It wasn't. We move on. It's been a very clean race tonight. And it's impressive to see the Next Gen Series working as intended. The best of the best racing here on Monday nights. A rough night, though, for the next up drivers that joined tonight. Joshua Parent out of the race, as is Mitchell Bagley. And Michael Gould not able to start the race. That leaves Eric Shields as the next up contingent here tonight, and he runs 22nd, up from where he started. But a rough night for the 4 newcomers to the series. Obviously, Parent was in it last year, as was Bagley in part-time capacity. This is Eric Shields' debut, as is what would have been Michael Gould's, but not able to make that happen tonight. We got to crank it up, Redemption, so we're going to hide the overlay for the iRacing overlay, not ours. And we will listen to the sound of these, I believe, what is 22 cars on track still. If I can find it. There we go. That was a beautiful shot, that last little bit coming off of turn number 2 there. Somehow crank it up. Caught all those cars nose to tails, so well done there. Right now, Sartaj, man, he's being hunted down by Randy Arms and Joshua McQuiggan. Your pick to win. Just closing in on this battle for the podium. 29 showing some great long run speed. You got to think the final fuel window is going to be open here pretty soon, all things considered. Just depends on who wants to be aggressive.
Pretty sure it is open. It's just who wants to come in and take tires, who wants to have, you know, those tire that real bad tire fall off towards the end of the race.
If you come in right now, it's about 35 laps to the end. It's basically a full tire run. So we'll see who blinks first. I think if your guy's just outside the top 10, you think about it. Devin Galvin has come on strong here in the second run in the 95. I love a good Dollar General paint scheme. I don't see those very often, but it looks very nice.
You do sure see the stores very often, as they are everywhere.
They are, in fact, everywhere. But nothing there is $1 anymore, so it's not worth it.
I don't think there's... I mean, are you thinking of Dollar Tree, where everything was $1?
Or both.
I don't remember Dollar General ever really having, you know, straight up... I do want to say, my town has, like, less than 10,000 people. I think it's, like, maybe 7,000. We have 2 Dollar Generals.
Yeah. It's like, it depends. So Dollar General's kind of everywhere. Ooh. But if you're... Oh, that was a bit of contact there almost. You're right. Tiller trying to get back into the top 10. It's like you got the Family Dollar or the Dollar Tree. You know, you kind of got the knockoffs. Look at the send there from the 23. He is trying to check out on the Dollar General paint scheme. Very loose. Might have been some contact there. And he'll send it back into turn number 3 again. Try and get the move done. He'll have the preferred line here. He'll be able to cut that dog leg.
We've got the big pyramid versus the store in every town in America.
Sometimes 2 or 3 on opposite sides of the town. So, I've discovered something yesterday. You know what fast food chain has the most, you know, chains or the locations in America? What do you think it would be?
Honestly?
As the 23 finally clears the 95, that was well earned. But what is the most not most popular?
But I don't think it's McDonald's.
It's not McDonald's. It's definitely not Five Guys. I do love Five Guys though. They give you a pound of fries, but it's $50 every time you go there. But it's great.
Is it Subway?
It's Subway.
I feel like because there's a Subway everywhere.
Subway has the most locations in the United States, and that surprised me.
Because I mean, they can show up in gas stations, little like corner buildings, like inside of bigger buildings.
Last time I went to Subway, they didn't have any steak. So, of all the Subways in America, the one I went to did not have steak. We're trying to be funny. We don't have our overlays. We're trying to interject something into this.
I will say, when they got rid of $5 footlong, I stopped going.
Right?
I prefer Casey's sub sandwiches now.
Oh, Subway's has the most worldwide, too? That's hilarious. Yeah, also my Subway, they mailed me a coupon. They mailed me a physical coupon and said, hey, you could get like...
They do like every couple weeks here.
Right. And so I go, it wasn't even for free food. It was not for free food. It was like you get like a discount on something or like a cookie or something. And I go in there and hand them this coupon and say, oh, we're not accepting coupons. And I'm sitting there, why did you mail it to me? Why is this in my mailbox?
Man, the first one to blink, by the way.
That's second place as Kyle Ritchie from P5. So this is the last round of green flag pit stops. I worked at a Taco Bell that ran out of shells. Then what is the point? Burrito.
I don't like the assumption that it was me that did that.
It was Ryan. It was Ryan Tiller that ate all the taco shells, and he's leaving pit road as we speak. Growing up is realizing that soft shell tacos are better than hard shell tacos. That is maturing. And then really maturing is realizing that burritos are better than tacos.
What's really maturing is realizing that straight tacos with corn tortillas are better than everything, right?
Oh my goodness. William Bowman goes a lap down. Lap cars have been very respectful of the leaders.
Gorditas are great, all right? I'm fine. I'm fine with being the gordita of humans.
Yeah, but Taco Bell's an experience, much like Waffle House. It's kind of the experience. There's something to be said for that.
I remember when Taco Bell had peak 90s decor.
Ooh, Nick Miller doesn't have to be aggressive, but he wants to be. But he'll get it woed up in time for his final pit stop. Our local concert amphitheater? See, that's just outrageous. I don't. What place? We're talking about amphitheaters here.
I think bigger towns have, like, amphitheaters. I'd have to go 45 miles to find one, but they exist.
We have, like, an old-timey movie theater where we're at, and that's kind of cool. What's really cool is a drive-in movie theater, but you don't ever get to see those hardly anywhere anymore. But Nick Miller is in for his final green flag pit stop. Justin Johnson is in. And it's just so hard. Pit stop cycles are just brutal without overlays. We're doing our best, and that's why we're talking about food. I promise we're normally so serious. Sometimes. But who was the first to blink? It was Kyle Ritchie, Justin Johnson. Not Justin Johnson. It was
Sartaj Man.
Sartaj Man. So here we go. Nick Miller is now leaving. There's Sartaj Man. He's closed the gap in slightly. Waffle House and Denny's are two entirely different things, though.
They really are.
You honestly can't compare it. We have great insight. The YG Media fast food rankings out soon. Get the tier list ready.
It's going to be like Waffle House and Taco Bell #1 because we don't let up on our issues.
Waffle House got me through.
IHOP can go in the trash.
IHOP has French toast, though. That's the only reason I go there. I love me some French toast. You can taste the unwashed hands at Waffle House. The highlight of when I worked in a warehouse and got done at 2 in the morning was going to our nearby Waffle House. And the cook would be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Can you just watch the store for me? Watch the restaurant?" And I'm like, "Sure, bud. There's nobody here but me and my coworkers. We'll watch it for you." Just somebody wrecked.
I heard that.
Somebody wrecked.
Oh no.
Somewhere. Oh, but it's so good though. It's so good.
It is.
The gap was 2 seconds, so Sartaj Man closed in a little bit.
What's your Waffle House order?
See, that wasn't even a good marketing campaign, though. The IHOP thing wasn't even official. Like, they didn't register nothing. They just like, "Oh, we sell burgers." But first of all, I'm not going to Denny's or Waffle House or IHOP for a burger. Anywhere. I'm not going there for a burger. It's pointless advertisement. It's like, oh, I'm aware of it, but it still didn't make me get a burger at IHOP. It'd be like going to like a steakhouse for chicken fingers, which my brother does. And it's so sad. It's so sad.
Are you serious?
He does it all the time. Man gets chicken fingers anywhere.
I mean, I respect it. It's dedication.
But to answer the question, the pressing question, as I believe Nick Miller has this race well in hand, as we're only like 15 to go.
We are.
Jeez, yeah. No cautions at a short track. That'll. But
your order.
The Waffle House order, till the day I expire from this earth, is the All-Star Special, right? I get a root beer to drink, get the All-Star Special to eat with bacon, some wheat toast, and hash browns. I don't need anything on them. I'm picky.
Anything?
No, I don't do nothing. I might put salt on my eggs. Like, that's it.
You're basic.
I'm a basic human being.
Chicken hash brown bowl and a waffle and a Dr. Pepper.
I've heard great things about their bowls, but like, It's the All-Star Special, right? So here we go. Zach Almond and Jarrett Talmadge back to the racing.
Wheat toast.
I love me some wheat toast.
You don't know how white he is.
My footlong order at Subway's started with wheat toast as well.
What? No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's either wheat or white toast, and wheat is better. our overlays should go down more often. This is quite entertaining. See, they gotta get to know us personally. That's how we take the next step into broadcasting. We can't be robots all the time. Oh, we gotta run a commercial. We're gonna go Fox Sports on you here. We got a commercial to run here. New media partners this season. You'll be seeing this more often. Gotta get it in before the end of the race. You're gonna love the second one. Here we go. We're just gonna talk. Here's Trinity PC, ladies and gentlemen, for all your PC needs. Here's
he does
Pinder
also have a
Construction.
Twitter now.
Here's Pinder Construction.
Can we get confirmation? I believe the snow shoveling is actually Pinder Construction.
Michael McGilroy sent me this afternoon and said, "Don't tell Pinder about that commercial." So, there you go. But those are the people that are supporting us in this league and everybody all and above with some sponsorship purchases for some broadcast time. And by golly, they're getting their money's worth. Back to the racing, though. Battle for second is right there. This is your podiums. Nick Miller back-to-back. Oh, don't tell me you missed the Pinder Construction commercial. Sartaj Mann and Randy Arms in a heated battle for second. McQuiggan solidly in fourth. Thomas Green solidly in fifth. Zach Almond has just gotten around both Jarrett Talmadge and James Jimmy Fillers. Jarrett Talmadge was your pole sitter here, though. Did not have the long run speed, though, but he'll take confidence in knowing that he was clean and consistent. This is the closest battle on the racetrack. Justin Johnson trying to catch up. Alex Chira, 21st to 11th. Strong run for the 9 machine tonight. The TTSL Motorsports driver. Ryan Tiller sitting in 12th. Jacob Blakely trying to chase him down. Pinder still... He's made up some time, though. He's able to kind of rebound after getting off sequence on the tire strategy. Tony Scarbo, 15th. Up 2 spots. Devin Galvin, last car on the lead lap, running right where he started. 33 car does look good. That's like that, what, the Fruit Stripes gum? That literally has unlimited flavor for like 4 seconds? That was always a childhood favorite. I love salt and pepper on my eggs. You take that back. But yes, I do get wheat toast. Because, I mean, that's like the like, I don't even know. Like, what's the other, what kind of other toast is there at Waffle House?
Just white.
What's the difference?
It's not wheat.
It's just flavor? Oh, brother. It is. Tell me that Fruit Stripes don't run out of flavor like in 2 Chews, though. Right?
I mean, I don't think I can say that. I mean, I don't.
No one has
I've
ever
had Fruit Stripes.
No one has ever brought up to me that wheat toast is an issue. I just assumed it was toast.
I mean, it is just toast, but it's
the
like, whitest toast possible.
Pinder commercial gets one more play with 5 to go. Why not? We'll go side by side with 5 to go. Fox Sports moment.
Better hurry up.
There we go. We'll just talk over it, right? It's just a different broadcast tonight because our overlays are down. It's just different. But here's Pinder Construction, everybody.
Wheat is the whitest toast.
But I don't like it's the whitest toast ever, but it's the name white toast is white. How's that better?
Because it tastes better.
I don't. Okay, I'll get white toast next time. All right. What I'm not willing to compromise on is my Blizzard order from Dairy Queen. I'll compromise on my toast. Because I just love bread.
Jonathan Dolly left and is running Knoxville Nationals night 1 qualifying right now.
There you go. Just say toast. But apparently there's 2 different kinds. So white toast, which is the holy grail, and then wheat toast. So it's 2 different things to me, so...
Oh, they just asked the worst question. What is your Blizzard
I get a
order?
Heath Bar Blizzard at Dairy Queen. I have for years.
I hate it.
Shush. Coming to 3 laps to go. Nick Miller has dominated this race. He's led 95% of it. It's still toast. You put bread in toaster.
Everyone laughing.
I'm entertaining. I need a raise. Hey, sure enough, I got my Blizzard order from my grandfather. All right.
I found a new Blizzard order that makes me very happy. I go medium. I get Oreo, and I add Reese's.
Max is the PBS of people. I'm publicly funded. Please support your local PBS station. Hey, you gotta take this entertainment. Oh, look, we have a storm blowing through. The internet quality just collapsed with 2 to go. This is an all-time stream. Devin Galvin getting lapped. 7.5 seconds. Doesn't have to do it. Battle for second. As Nick Miller is gonna come down the back straightaway.
Yeah, God made peanut butter and chocolate to go together. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but my grandfather introduced me to Dairy Queen and introduced me to Heath Bar Blizzard, and it's been that way forever. Nick Miller laps Devin Galvin to start the last lap of the race. The battle for P2. I think Sartaj Man will be able to hold it off. Will he try and lap Casey Brown? I don't believe so.
We could see a dive here from Randy.
But Nick Miller wins the Innocent Lives Foundation 125 in a dominating performance through 3 and 4 for the final time. Sartaj Man and Randy Arms complete your podium. McQuiggan got there late. Thomas Green rounds out your top 5. Amon chased by Talmadge to the line. Kyle Ritchie.
I think there was a pass there.
Yeah, Kyle Ritchie actually gets it done. On the last lap, sure enough.
Great at our job.
Yeah, everyone tell Michael McElroy that we need more money or donate. So.
I don't have your PayPal link anymore, so.
I can get it. If you like the broadcast, I will shill. Do I need to shill?
Donate to us.
Do I need to shill every week now? But
yes.
All right. So if you enjoy the work that we do, you can buy some Affinity Racing Series merch. Buy some.
I do have that link. YJ Media merch.
Yeah. Buy some YJ Media merch. Buy some Race Affinity merch. Donate to the Innocent Lives Foundation. The comment is pinned. There's a lot of stuff you can do to support us in our great leagues. You can donate to the stream directly with that PayPal link. You can just do so much to support us and these drivers and these wonderful people that allow us to do what we do. Nick Miller, dominating performance. You give me $50. I'll document eating white toast in a different Blizzard order at Dairy Queen.
Don't they make toast there, right? You can order like their chicken tenders and get white toast.
I love ketchup, by the way. I love ketchup. So that comment is out of line. But watching them burn it down, let's get rid of the.
Of course, you love ketchup.
Yeah, mayo is disgusting. Barbecue sauce is incredible. But that's domination from this night. Like, I know we're having fun tonight and our overlays are down and it's a little bit different, but Nick Miller dominated this race tonight for triracial racing. Mayo is a waste. There's just most things I dislike that people like horseradish, disgusting. I just think of what is it? Honey mustard, don't like it, never cared for it. Condiments intimidate me. Yes. No.
Max is mayo.
But But he'll pull into victory lane here, and 2 in a row for your season 1 champion.
And of course, even though he's been here for an entire season, he knows how we do things. He's not in voice chat.
Oh yeah, Ranch is. I'll be honest.
That's a bad take.
No,
that's a bad take.
No, Ranch is solid on salads. Okay, not all right. So here's the thing: Ranch is only good on salads. That's my take.
That is a bad take.
That's fine.
Ranch is great with pizza.
Honey mustard is disgusting. All right, so people that put ranch on pizza, I'm concerned about, and I'm concerned about you.
I don't put it on the pizza. I put it on the bread of the pizza.
I didn't even know you could drive to victory. Like, look at this.
We should probably bring him in here.
All right, all right. So last thing,
mid-talk. No, you do it.
All right, whatever. Is he here?
He isn't here.
All right, Nick Miller, we're having a heck of a broadcast tonight. You're gonna have to rewatch this one. Not much to say except you dominated this race. Got the restart or the initial start of the race sorted, and you pretty much led from there. You only didn't when some guys stayed out and over the cycle of green flag pit stops, but you're back to back to kick off season 2 here and on an excellent defense of your title.
Yeah, much better than last year, that's for sure. I would go ahead and actually dominate. It was a really fun setup tonight. I thought it was going to kind of be a bad set because it was really tight those first couple laps on the cold tires, but then after about 10 laps, 10, 15, 20 laps, it started to loosen up just enough to where it actually took like the skill gap really showed. So that was nice. Shout out Sartaj again with the 1-2 for triracial. I think all of our guys got top 10 as well, so that's nice.
Yeah, it was a little bit further apart than last week. 4 1,000s last week, and it 7.5 seconds this week, so a little bit different than last week. But yeah, still a 1-2 either way.
Yeah, that's definitely nice. Strong start to the season.
But yeah, dominating performance, 2 for 2 on the season, and definitely, again, a championship contender in season 2. But just a great way to start the season, obviously, and we'll let you get any shout-outs if you got them.
Yep, the team, as always, working hard for, I don't even know. I've kind of been inactive, so I'm just going to shout them out to get the recognition. As for this league, Triracial Racing, Sartaj, Amin, Justin, I feel like I'm missing someone. Hup, Hunter Rupp, he was here for a little bit, him too. All those guys, they're running well. That's what you like to see.
Yeah. Justin said in chat right before the interview started, he said if he didn't get a shout out, you were fired, and I was waiting to see if it was going to happen or not, but
yeah, he'll get a shout out.
He did. But congratulations again on a dominating win, and we look forward to seeing you back here next week.
Yep, thank you.
What was I even saying before we pull people in here? It was like mid salad dressing debate.
I don't know.
P2 tonight. It is Sartaj Man here in the 27 machine. Second again to Nick Miller. Not 4 1,000ths of a second. A little bit longer gap tonight. No one could challenge that 19 car, though. But definitely racking up P2s is not the worst way to start the season, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody had anything for Nick. He was on another planet there. I mean, it was P1 and then it was everybody else. So glad I could hold off Randy and them. So I mean, it was a good race. Another 1-2 for me and him.
Absolutely, the team is working well, and not even you guys, but I know Amin is up there as well, and Justin is. You guys are just clicking right now. Probably championship favorites, all 4 of you, to be honest, and it's just a great start to the season for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can continue this momentum. Hopefully it's a different set of 1-2 that doesn't include Nick winning next week.
Maybe flip the order, yeah. Say, hey, you're locked in. You got 2 in a row now. Let me get one, and then we'll see.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the New York Football Giants this season as we're coming up on football season?
I expect a big season. You know, hopefully make the playoffs again. I hope we will. It's gonna be a tougher schedule, so I need us to make the playoffs again. Nothing matches the feeling of playoff football.
All right. Beating the Cowboys this year, right?
No.
I hope so. We haven't been able to beat them for a while. 2016, I think. bad.
Fair enough, but appreciate your thoughts. We'll let you get any shout outs in that you got, and yeah.
Yeah, just I want to shout out my teammates, Nick Miller, Zach, Justin, and I guess Hunter Roop for the short amount he was there. Yeah, all just the entirety of Triracial as a whole.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on another strong second place finish here. We look forward to seeing you back next week.
Thank you.
Yep. Here with our third place finisher, Randy Arms. Nobody picked you to win tonight, so you were able to come home with a strong, consistent result. You were involved after that first caution in that crazy pack of guys that had stayed out on old tires, and you were trying to fight through. There was some 3, 4, maybe even 5 wide, and you made it through and kind of were chasing after Sartaj Man for the second half of the race. Just a crazy display of racecraft and another solid finish here for the 8 machine.
Yeah, that got pretty hectic there for a handful of laps. Wasn't really sure where to go. Seemed like if you was on the bottom, you got, or say they could pinch you down and you could get real loose. So I was trying to stay high. Well, that's where the guys that had the old tires were wanting to run. So it was just pretty crazy. And somehow I found a gap and got through them and was able to just kind of settle in there. And, just kind of burnt my tires up on that. Like on that run there, I actually lost the spot to McQuiggan there after we got running right before pit stops. But I pitted early again. It worked the first time we pitted, so I tried it again and was able to jump or say Josh, and thought I was going to get Zartaj at the end there, but I kind of burnt my stuff up trying to pass him. So all in all, we didn't qualify well, and to come out P3, I'll take it, especially after the way or say Daytona went with only making 14 laps.
Yeah, not your own fault, but a good way to really get your season effectively started. Able to take the green flag with the rest of everybody and start to show your speed. What was it like out there in the cockpit? I know guys were saying tight, loose. It was a very difficult setup to get a handle on this week. What was it like for you personally?
I actually the first handful of laps were pretty tight just because of the cold tires, but I actually enjoyed the way the car drove after that. Once I could get my rhythm, I could really, could make some good laps and have some good pace. Not quite as good as Nick, obviously. He was just lights out fast all night. But I like the way the car drove. I mean, it wasn't easy. I mean, it was tough, but you had to really be easy on that right rear, which is the type of setups I like. So I thought it was good. I know some people, I think we're struggling with the right rear. You just had to be real easy on exit, and once it seemed like once you slid it once, you was done for. So you just had to be real easy the whole run, and just try to save them there. And yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations on a strong third place finish here tonight. We'll let you get any shout outs in if you have them.
Yeah. Well, I just want to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast and or being able to run your all's paint schemes this season. Of course, I want to thank Andrew for doing the paint schemes. He did a great job on them. Just want to thank everybody in the league. I know I think there was some tempers there after the start of the race, but I feel like this was a really good race tonight. Really clean. So just want to thank everyone for coming out, and hope to see everyone back next week.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a must-watch broadcast, by the way. You got to go back, and I know you guys mostly do, but this is a must-watch for all the wrong reasons, but it's right reasons depending on who you ask. But it's a good one.
All right, I'll make sure to do it.
All right, I appreciate it, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
Oh, moved him out of the wrong way. But
I moved him back to his team jet.
Well, yeah, that is the Innocent Lies Foundation 125 at Phoenix. Overlays were down. Nick Miller dominated. We had a great time. I know it's just a different style of things tonight than what it normally was, but we had some good fun. And I know the admin team was working hard behind the scenes. It was a clean race, some stuff early in the beginning. And we just, not knowing everything, we're just going to, tonight, we're going to make the administrative decision to interview the top 3. And hopefully be back to normal next week when we get the full picture and everything's kind of on one page. I know there's a couple people upset at each other back and forth, but we will take our food-related takes to tomorrow night at LSRL 8:30 Eastern as they close out their regular season at Kansas, and then this Friday at Rodcar, the NextGens come into iRacing Super Speedway. And then next Monday night, we are back here at ARS for the 3rd race of the season, and it will be also at Kansas. So we got some Kansas coming up this week, and looking forward to it. Last thing I'll say, I think what I was midpoint before we started those interviews is that ranch is only good on salad, and Italian dressing is also good for salads. Other than that, that's about it for condiments. Whatever. I'm not getting into this right now.
Man, what about to say? You're fat.
I needed another 100 laps to talk about food, but maybe we'll get at it a little bit tomorrow night. But appreciate everyone coming out tonight. It was fun engaging with you guys, and it looks like everyone enjoyed themselves despite the lack of overlays.
CMS, what did you have for dinner?
Yeah, if I interview them, I got to interview everybody, and that's just
no, we got to ask in chat. Just say it. I had chicken ramen.
What did I have for dinner? I had chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice, chicken and ramen. Corbin, what'd you have for dinner?
I had chicken patties.
We all had chicken.
Let's go.
I just want to say, I know my food had a condiment on it. Max probably did not. No seasoning whatsoever. Just ate it plain.
I put butter on my toast, though. All right.
Mine had taco
sautéed swordfish with spinach and broccoli.
Excuse me.
That just sounds.
That sounds like more than I have in my bank account.
He probably lives in like Wyoming too and had it shipped in.
Oh man. Yeah, get all the food in real quick. I'm trying to think here.
There's so much chicken in chat. Like everyone's had chicken except for the man who had sautéed swordfish.
Chicken's just good food.
It is.
I will say my wife is making mac and cheese. I'm still kind of hungry, so. I told her to make 3 boxes, so I had something to eat for lunch tomorrow.
For those that are uninformed, the valued 3rd member of our team, Corbin Simmons.
Valued.
Valued. I am very valued.
Oh, by the way, willing to take bribes for food. I will try different foods for monetary donations to the team.
Actually, Regan's parents came back from Brazil recently, and we got a bunch of Brazilian food last night. It was actually very good.
I wouldn't know what that entails, but I think that's everyone that's going to comment about food. If you want to continue it tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, you tune in. I will do it on camera. I will eat white toast on camera with a Reese's Blizzard. You think it's a joke?
On Twitter? We can have them post on Twitter. It'd be funny.
Yeah, the wheels are in motion for some great things coming up. But
I just still can't believe a Heath Blizzard. Like that just frustrates me.
Well, setting them out.
How much do we have to raise to get a video of you eating a Reese's?
I mean, to be fair,
the
Reese. I mean, yeah, eat ice cream, Max. Yeah, that'd be like $1 donation. That's not that hard. I'll say 50 to be a jerk about it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. We'll figure out something fun to do. We'll donate
$10.
Yeah.
Oh god.
We get 3. How about this? We get 3 separate $10 donations to ILF, and Max will post it on Twitter.
Yeah, we donate some of that money to charity too. We'll go to that link and say it's for what is it again? Is it for the Reese's Blizzard or something?
Reese's Blizzard and white toast.
That's not even a bad. Like, I'm going to enjoy it. It's not that it's actually, like, for the record, I don't dislike white toast. I've just always had wheat toast, and there's no reason to change because it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. Whatever.
I have a quick question for the people, real quick, because Regan and I had a conversation today, and I'm not sure about it.
Oh boy.
Who butters their bread before they put something else on it?
See, you say like it's a sandwich bread, though.
Yeah, like it's sandwich bread. Like I made jelly toast this morning, and I put the jelly straight in the bread, nothing else, right? She looked at me and said, "No butter." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Bad, Corbin.
She goes, "You're not gonna." Oh, I forgot. Sorry. You don't butter your bread before you put anything else on it. Like, why? Like grilled cheese, yeah.
But like, All right. Yeah, he coming in here with weird sandwich takes. I don't know. Initially, out of context, I thought he was going to talk about putting butter on, like, just any kind of bread, like every kind of bread ever. I was like, I don't know.
I mean, that's fine, right? But you're putting, she's putting butter on bread and then making a ham sandwich.
No,
right?
that's unforgivable.
No, that's fine.
No, it's not.
No, okay. If you're just doing butter in ham, like, if you don't actually cook it, now, if you, like, say...
Why would I put butter on a ham sandwich?
Do it on the outside so you get a nice little crisp on the bread. Like, and then you put it in a pan and you fry it up.
No, we're not even toasting it.
Well, then that's just weird.
Like, people do that. Like, I've heard of it before, but I didn't know it was that widespread. Like, I just can't believe it.
Either way, we are going to come back with some solid food takes tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern. Y'all be sure to tune in for some more correct takes, okay? This is correct takes from us up here in the YG Media booth. I will hear nothing of it. Except for whatever Corbin says, so I don't know.
Buttered ham.
Buttered ham.
Get him out of there. But all right, I appreciate everyone coming in tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night. Y'all stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow.